It's day 15, it's July 9th. My name is Mo Agostino, Chief Commodity Strategist with Farms.com Risk Management. We're starting our tour in the state of Wisconsin. We're traveling south on Highway 12 near Augusta, Wisconsin. Just some quick facts about Wisconsin ag. Wisconsin is #1 in production in snap bees, cranberries, and carrots, and also #1 in dairy farms and dairy goats. Corn, record yield was last year at 164. The average crop conditions here is 85% good to excellent, 3% very poor to poor. We planted 4 million acres in 16 versus last year at 4.2. That's down 4.77%. Record yield in beans, 2010 at 50.5. Last year came close at 49.5. 83% of the crop, soybeans, is good to excellent. 3% very poor to poor. 1,880,000 acres in 16 versus 1,950 last year, down 3.6%. And we can't really talk about wheat here. There's very little acres. There's about 230,000 acres. So here's a cornfield. Both the corn and beans are rated pretty high, like the national average at 75. It does look good here. I think it's ahead of schedule based on past year's observations, but this is about head high here. A little bit of variability and consistency, but overall looking good for the start of the state of Wisconsin. We're now traveling east on Highway 18 towards Cobb, Wisconsin, and we've gone from Eau Claire and we've come down south near, we're approaching Madison, but we're going to continue to go south. We're not quite at the border yet, but overall the beans look really good. There's some variability as you travel further south, but for the most part there's a lot of uniformity. You can see this field has a little bit of variability, some weed pressure, but overall looks good. They've gotten some timely rains here. It was hot through June, like most other states. And I'm not seeing any cracks in the soils. This one has some pretty good moisture. And not quite blooming, but almost there at the V5 stage and just about to bloom here probably in the next week or so. We're now traveling south on Highway 69. We're near New Glarus, Wisconsin, and we're going to end our tour in the state of Wisconsin. It's day 15, July 9th, and this is a nice looking corn field here, 30 inches. I don't see any dry areas, although, you know, guys are saying that they still need some timely rains, and this corn looks like it's going to about to pollinate and tassel for the second half of July. So there's 50% of the corn in the U.S. Midwest that's going to tassel in that period. So we need to avoid the heat, we need to avoid the crop stress, and we need timely rains to make sure that this finishes strong. But on average, Wisconsin reminds me of Minnesota. Probably not as good as Iowa, but Iowa's a little further ahead just because they're further south. As you get further north, you tend to tassel and pollinate a little bit later. But I'm going to rank it an 8, 8.5 like I did in Nebraska. It's looking good. It's above average crop. In some cases, they're at least 1 or 2 weeks ahead. They planted early. Some areas did get hit with frost and that pushed it back a little bit, but overall above average.